Hey guys, welcome back to T.A.G Gaming, and if you're new to the channel, we're doing a GM mode with the Carolina Panthers. It's preseason week 4. We're really excited to get this last preseason game out of the way and get ready for the season. Last week you saw we had a little trouble with the Ravens. We ended up losing that game, and we started to see how the offense was unraveling a little bit with Jake Fromm at quarterback. There's no changes yet at the quarterback position, although you will see some struggles in this game with quarterback play and maybe a decision going into week 1 what we're going to do. All right, here's we got the kickoff. I have Curtis Samuel back there returning kicks now. I didn't for the first couple of games, but I really think he's going to end up being our kick returner. Jake Fromm comes out to start the game. And again, just a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. Guys, we are in preseason week 4. This is a chance for us to look at our team, compare them to a good Pittsburgh Steelers team, as we throw a terrible pick there, and see what we need to do to improve to get ready for the season. Because, I mean, after this, it's no more dress rehearsals. We're straight into the full-on game play, and we can't lose games. We've got to win. We want to push for the playoffs. And the only way we're going to do that is by winning games. So we've got to see where we lack. If that's on defense, we need to help out our defense. If it's on offense, we need to help out our offense. Steelers are driving down here. We're at the 5-yard line, and just a run by Connor, and that's going to get them in for a touchdown. I added back the kickoffs on this episode, just in case there's something cool that happens on the kickoffs. I don't want to miss out on that. You know, here Curtis Samuel gets a great kick return. Just stuff like that. Plus, it allows you to see where the ball's spotted, so you know kind of how we got to that position. Fromm here is not playing bad. He had that early interception. He's hitting a few guys here, handing off to, or fake the handoff to Christian McCaffrey, and you know, just a drop there. I went ahead and went for it on 4th down. I figure it's preseason, give them a chance to really, you know, get another couple possessions in there and see if they can do something with the football as he throws deep there. Great pass. That's the kind of plays that if Fromm could make all the time, we could, you know, think about keeping him, but it's just too inconsistent. You'll have great plays, and then you'll have a bad one, as you see right here is a terrible one. I didn't think that was a pick. It looked like he stepped out to me, but it was confirmed that it was a pick as we get the stop there with the run. But I really think that the defense actually didn't play bad in this game. The issue I'm seeing is the offense was putting us in bad positions at some points. With 2 interceptions already, one in the red zone, you know, that really hurts your chances of winning a game. And hopefully we could come back here, you know, score 7 right here, tie the ball game up as we get a good pass there. That's the kind of stuff we need to see from him. I mean, he's just got to do better. And Christian McCaffrey, it feels like so far in this game, has just been non-existent. Like, why would you not use him? As now the backups come in. It is preseason week 4, so obviously the backups or the starters don't play very long. You will see later that may change as he throws a terrible pick there, and that's a touchback for the Steelers to start on the 20. Not much of a gain there by the Steelers and their backup quarterback. You know, we shouldn't have lost last week. We could have played better, and I think that's what's really frustrating about these losses so far is we're playing down to the opponents, or in the case of Lamar Jackson, it's not really playing down. It's like we just couldn't stop him enough to get the win, and that's something that our defense has to get better on. Because if you look at the division that we're in right now, I mean, if you take away, you know, Matt Ryan, if you say he is or not, it's 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in this division. I mean, we have to be able to stop those quarterbacks and get turnovers and stuff like that to be able to stay in these games. There's a good run here by Cannon. You know, I saw a little bit more out of Cannon in this game. He played a little bit better. He's definitely going to make the starting roster. I mean, obviously, he's not going to play much because of Christian McCaffrey, but he's going to be a good backup and allow us to do some things there. Another interception, and that is just crushing. I mean, you can't get anything going whenever there's just pick after pick after pick. I mean, it's only 7-0 in the second quarter here, but I mean, it feels like it's 21-0 because they can't seem to make any plays. They can't get the ball downfield to the receivers. They're making terrible throws, and it's just a lot of picks. The defense is holding up well, forcing another punt. And I thought I'd put punts back in here as well. Like I said, same thing with kickoffs. Just want to have the opportunity to see what's going on in the play. It may make the video a little bit longer, but I mean, I think it'll be worth it in the long run. There's a bad fumble there from Cannon. I mean, that's just something we've seen a lot out of him this preseason. Hopefully with him getting limited touches because of Christian McCaffrey, you know, it won't be an issue. One of the things that I really want to push for is one of my players to get maybe offensive or defensive player of the year or rookie of the year. I'm hoping that happens as we get a terrible tackle there. Chase Claypool is considered their like third string running back, so I feel like there's a big difference in his ability and our corner's ability, so he was able to make a pretty good play there for a touchdown. It's still only 14-0 though. I mean, as bad as Carolina has played in this game so far and as bad as quarterback plays we've got so far in this game, I mean, they're not out of it really. I mean, they have a chance, and Ian Thomas has just played beautifully all preseason. I think he's going to be another guy that gets a start, or at least gets a start compared to Cannon, who's just going to be on the roster. I think Ian might actually be our starting tight end. We'll see how things go. A good decision there just to check it down to Ian Thomas and let him make a move. That's the kind of stuff they need to be doing that they're not doing, as they run the option there with Cannon to get a few more yards, get them close to the end zone here. And just a terrible pass. Another terrible pass. And this one might be returned. No. Good save by the lineman there to keep it from being a pick six. But I mean, you know, you give them short field or you get in the red zone. I mean, that's 2 or 3 picks in the red zone now for this team. And that's just not something that we can do on a consistent basis and try to win games. And again, it's only 14-0, but it feels worse than that as they miss the field goal. I'm going to try to incorporate more field goals in. Extra points are still probably not going to be shown, but I'll keep field goals in there so you can see kind of how scoring happens and stuff. There could be some cool blocks or something like that. Deep pass there for a touchdown. Now it's 21-0. I mean, the offense just can't get anything going. As they get something going, they throw a pick or, you know, have to punt or something like that. I mean, it's just not been good. I think the backup quarterback needs to understand that there's 2 guys on the field that if he can get the ball to, they'll make plays. So far, it's been Ian Thomas and Cannon. They've made plays every time they've had the ball in their hands, except for that fumble by Cannon. But I really think that's a good sign on as our backups there. I mean, look at that catch there by the receiver over the middle. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that the team needs to rally around these quarterbacks because they're not making great throws. They're not making good plays. You know, this episode has definitely been more focused on the offense than the defense, but I think it's because the offense has been on the field a lot more because they've been giving short field to the defense, and the defense hasn't been able to hold them. So that's the part that's been really disappointing, I'd say, about this game was it's just been so focused on the offense not playing well, and that's something that hopefully changes in the near future, and we can win a couple of games and get a good streak going because this is the last game that doesn't count. So it's 21-0 as they're driving down again. A good throw there, but a good stop by us and an open field tackle, and there's a touchdown. So that's 28-0. And at this point, the Steelers have it. I mean, it's just basically letting the clock run down for them. They can play a prevent defense, let them get a couple completions, and run the clock down. As he throws another bad throw, and that one might be, yeah, it's going to be taken to the house. I mean, right there, 35-0 Carolina. I mean, it was just a terrible showing for their offense today. Terrible showing for their, and I can't even say a terrible showing for the defense because the defense was put in such bad situations. They had no chance. of being able to stop this team. Uh, there was a couple of bad plays, a couple of missed coverages, bad tackling. But I mean, overall, this was definitely an offense's problem, not the defense's problem. If the offense was better, we may have had a chance. And at this point, we put Jake Fromm back in just because, I mean, Walker was throwing a lot of picks as Cannon gets a good play there. Walker was throwing a lot of picks. Plus, I just felt like maybe a little bit more practice with Fromm would help. We have no more practice games left. This is it. So I thought it may be time that we put Fromm back in as he gets the touchdown, just to kind of give him a chance, to see what we got. Because, I mean, after this game, we've got to make a decision if Fromm's our quarterback or if not. And, I think we made that decision last week when we saw how poorly he played. I think it was time that we try to find somebody else. But I really don't want to do that without seeing him fully, because I really do like the idea of starting a rookie quarterback first year on this team to really redo this team. It's a good slip there by Cannon trying to get the first down. So we give Fromm a little bit more time, a few more snaps, a few more throws, just to see what he's got before we make the decision if we want him to be our starting quarterback to start the year. And going to be honest with you, from what I've seen so far in this game as he throws another pick, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a new quarterback next week. I'm not going to say who is the new quarterback yet, but you'll see in the next video we don't come out with Fromm to start the season against Oakland. We had a lot riding on that game, a lot of things to do differently than what we did last year, and I just don't see Fromm as the guy to lead us there. So I went ahead and made the decision to go with a different quarterback, and it's not going to be Fromm. So just a little spoiler there for the next video. Again, just trying to do a little bit of the 2-minute drill to really just try to get some points on the board to make it look a little bit better. I mean, it's 35-7 at this point. It's pretty much over. But again, Ian Thomas making a lot of good plays, and I think he was brought down by his face mask there, so it's a 15-yard. It's added to that one. Throw over the middle, almost caught there by the receiver, but he didn't get it. Over the middle to Ian Thomas again. I mean, I see a lot. Both quarterbacks peppered Ian Thomas with targets today, and that's something I wanted to see out of them, because I wanted to see how he did, and he did very well. I mean, I think Ian Thomas is here to stay, whereas Jake Fromm and Walker are not. There's another bad pick, and that was actually stopped at the 1-yard line. And this is one position that was a little disappointed in the defense. I think anytime you get the ball down at the 1 playing Madden this year, you should get a safety. I mean, somehow you should be able to get it. And they never did. They were always letting them get out of the end zone and never really pushed them back to get that safety. So that was very disappointing. They did, however, force the punt. Just not able to do much with it. Fromm's got the ball again one last time to try to show what he can do. He launches it deep, and it's picked off. I mean, 5 seconds left. This is going to end the game here. But so we got a lot of decisions to make. We've made our decision pretty much about our quarterback, and you'll see in the next video. I was so frustrated I just exited out of the game at that point. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you would, give me a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And just keep watching for more content on this GM mode. I think it's going to be a great year and a great season. Thanks.